In the very first script that I ever read for NCIS, which is over 10 years ago now, the character of Abby was wearing a Stiff Records t-shirt. It actually said that in there, and I was like, okay, right on. That was very much from the very beginning, a huge part of Abby's character, the music.
What is with this music?
Abby's Lab is such an incredible set. Very early on in the series, it was decided that when we come into the Abby's Lab in this kind of unique world where you know, pretty much our team comes to her for information. So while they're in the middle of a case, maybe there's some new piece of information Abby can extract from either evidence or doing some sort of research that kind of kicks them in the next direction. And when everybody kind of comes into her world, it was thought that rather than go with conventional score all the time, to kind of create a unique mixture of music that kind of supports her personality and at the same time kind of supports the wonderful energy that she brings to the show and to those scenes.
There's a specific sort of thing, you know you're entering Abby's Lab. There's one sound, one like kind of industrial part of the music that comes in and you're like, oh, you with your eyes closed, you know where you are.
Thought our hitmen thought we could process a mid-flight crime scene, Gibbs.
Need the advantage, Abs.
Sorry, it's kitty litter. And stuff gets everywhere. I haven't had time to clean up yet. See? Ugh.
I've done quite a bit of Abby's music, and I usually write that freeform, where I'll sit down with just the spirit of Abby and her character, you know, the sound of her lab that's already been established. I'll just keep that in mind when I'm working on that.
But you noticed a pattern.
And you noticed that we noticed, and that is why we all get along. Oh, the amazing music and the score that you hear is done by Brian, and just so well, so amazing.
I'd say the music for the show at its core is electronic. I think that's fair to say. I've really tried to expand into some very natural sounding elements. I use a lot of orchestral sounds. I use a lot of ethnic sounds. I do a lot of acoustic piano and guitar. But I think at the heart, it's definitely an electronic score. And I don't think I've ever written a cue without some sort of hint of electronic element in the music.
It's just a unique merging of the persona that Polly Perrette brings so wonderfully to Abby, the material that the writers write for that scene and what's happening, and this music that we bring into it kind of maintains a little bit of the character's personality and at the same time kind of supports what has to get done in that moment of story.
Abby, do you mind if I hide down here? McGee's driving me crazy with all... What's new, pussycat?
Music in any kind of production is the thing that sort of ties everything together. It's so important, whether or not you're noticing it at the outfit, if you're really paying attention to that, it's going to be a part of your experience when you're watching that. And Brian's just done an amazing job with our show. And it's one of the elements of NCIS that gives it its specific feel.